Alright, it's the final episode. The first series to finally be completed. I couldn't record for a while just because my stupid thing wasn't working. I just tried and I couldn't. So I beat Perilous Piers off camera. But also, I got a comment last episode about the name of the roundabout and how it should be Joe. So, yeah. Now we have Joe, the roundabout. Anyway, we make our way to Porkrind's Emporium and purchase our next item, Lobber. After this, we get straight into the very first boss battle, the Railroad Wrath. We are greeted by this first little goopy guy at the very beginning of the level. I reset a few times at the very front just because I get unlucky, but generally my strategy is to hug the wall and spam roundabout, and whenever the ghosts are about to parry my cart the other way, I just parry that side because it's on a little bit of cooldown. Sometimes I mess up like there, but for the most part I got this pretty down. I'm probably going to skip to the final attempt, or at least ones that I fail in. Skipping forward a little bit, Lobber is actually really good, because if you time it correctly, you can like hit most of these bosses and does a considerable amount of damage, more than my other one does, whatever I'm trying to say. But the strategy here is to get lucky and kill one of the ghosts, so you pretty much cannot be harmed if you just stick in that side, and gun them down when it's safe. You know, I wouldn't want to play too riskily, especially when I have some of the hardest bosses up next. These stupid ghosts are super annoying, and I just don't know why. They just don't go well. Anyway, fully charged cards, and Mr. Phantom Express guy is quite angry. Literally, we're fighting the entire train now. How is our cart even moving forward? Anyway, he shoots a bunch of fireballs from the sky and makes a little noise, and then this bone ring gets fired from his nose. The bone ring will be directly across from you and just go towards you. So if you're up in the sky, it'll stop where you are. So if you're falling, it's pretty much not an issue, but you just have to jump over it and sometimes even dash if you're too far away. Anyway, this last phase is a little difficult, and because it's pretty bullet heavy, and also you just kind of have to do a lot of damage. And when I have Twin Heart Charm, it makes the whole fight as a whole a lot better for the easier phases, but just doesn't give me the damage output I need. Anyway, I get unlucky here and bring my first death. Sorry, Lobber. That was quick. While it is unfortunate that we already had to dispose of this weapon literally moments after we get it, at least it's not that bad. We could have lost Roundabout. So I'm glad that we have some Lobber fodder. Anyway, we get back into the Phantom Express, and this time it goes a little easier. I do have to reset a few times just because I get unlucky with the eyeballs, and one of them just makes it past and just doesn't get hit a little bit. But so I'll just fast forward to the very end. We are back in the Gallopy Horse Train phase. I kind of like this phase. It's a cool phase. The hitbox is in a very weird spot. And I don't know, normally you're firing down or just across from a boss. Having to shoot up to damage it with such a small hitbox, it's kind of cool. Perhaps they should have made the heart a little harder to get, otherwise you wouldn't have crashed the entire train and killed all of the dead people. But you know, I mean, they could have just handed over the soul contract. Anyway, that is our first boss done. We go ahead and pay a quick visit to Inkwell Hell to grab the extra coin, and I literally had to look up a guide to find the very last one. You have to talk to this random juggler NPC on Inkwell Isle 2, and he gives you one. So we're just going to go ahead and buy spread. This is where things get bad. Dr. Kahls' robot is regarded as one of the worst and most annoying bosses in the whole game. And unfortunately we have to beat him in regular mode in order to progress. Not like I was gonna fight him in simple mode easy. I'd rather die a man than win as a baby. But So my strategy is to just, if I get hit in the first phase, it's pretty much a reset. I already get hit a couple times in this first phase, but I just don't worry about it. It's probably going to be like a test run, a scouting mission anyway. So the strategy is to take out his laser, and then sit here and use this. And if he uses his magnet hand attack, panic and die. So we get a little bit lucky, and we can like farm the bombs here, and easily take out the heart from a distance. The second phase, in my opinion, is just kind of unnecessary, because it's the shortest phase in the game, and kind of just spawns a bunch of bombs, and that's it. If you get hit in here, it's just kind of unlucky and not really your fault most of the time. I mean, it can always be your fault in any game that you get hit, but like, most of the time this is just annoying. It's just a bunch of homing bomb spam. Most annoying attack in the game. Anyway, this is where things get bad. This is like an endurance test mixed with a bullet hell, which is not a good combo. So, I take a damage here, get a parry, and go up above. I'm probably rain bombs on him, but I just decided not to do that. Anyway, I get another parry here. There's a secret parry that he hid, which is annoying. But we go up here and get another parry. So, and then one final parry. So this is our second nuclear bomb we hit on him. We get another parry, followed by another parry. And then we swiftly get another parry, and then another parry. That wasn't even necessary. We hit him with our third nuclear bomb. This guy still hasn't died yet. Just kidding, he just did. Yeah, we beat this boss on our first phase. I did not need to wait a whole nother video to kill this guy. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, subscribe. Of this 45-minute recording session I did in total of all the clips compiled together, because my recording software was being weird, 30 minutes of those were from Mr. King Dice. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. So I'm just gonna speed through. It's gonna be like a 50% blooper reel. Oh, you're finally here. You're not gonna get to the boss yet though. We're gonna play a little game. Those little minion fights were on 100 times speed, so, yeah. So you probably saw them all. Alright, great. Alright, moving on. If you really want to see them, that's too bad. The fights were boring, and I didn't really ever die. But this is the final run, as we finally have gotten to actually fight King Dice, and not fight all of his minion babies. We still have to fight Pureletta, though, so this is a fight I'll actually show you. Since we do not have the smoke dash charm, so this fight won't be as baby easy, it's still pretty baby easy. The strategy I found is you parry this, jump over parry, jump, parry. Yeah, I think you get the idea. You just do this until she starts doing her Pureletta spin attack, in which case you either use spread or you just like face one direction. So yeah. This strat is literally just to jump over her. Who would have thought? This fight was pretty pathetic and pointless. So, yeah. Just like the rest of the mini bosses. I don't hate the King Dice bosses. I think they're all fun and unique. And how you can have different little bits of health for each one kid. I think it's a cool premise. But it's just, I don't really show you them. If I'm gonna be honest. Don't worry, I don't cheat, I'm not a baby. But I do get some insane rolls here. Like, look at my counting. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is me getting ready to, yeah, hit a perfect 3. Come on. And come on. Yeah. Alright, time to talk about everybody's favorite boss, King Dice. Because, alright, so pairing the cards is a little annoying, which is, I got 6 health here because I got 1 from the extra spaces and then 1 from the twin heart charm. You dash above when he has the 3 hearts. He has the 3 cards like that, and you can just spam parry pretty much. Things do get a bit dicey here, but we're doing a lot of damage to King Dice. Just the first like kind of it. He's got a very dapper suit though. He's pretty awesome. I just get like a double parry there. I don't know if you saw that, but that was very strange. Anyway, we hit him with all of the super arts we have, which is 0 actually, because we got rid of all our super arts. Then with all our EX attacks, and his hands are begging for some reason. My guy has such good hands. Oh, that sounds so weird. Anyway, we beat the King Dice boss with little to no trouble. It was kind of just an annoyance problem. But now here's the real fight of the episode. Everybody's looking forward to the devil himself. The devil. Rating on King Dice though. It's pretty strange. Anyway, moment you've all been waiting. And as I stand outside these doors, whether we win or lose, thank you for being here, for watching the series and supporting it all the way. Subscribe! So now, it's time for the final fight. I have to say I'm impressed. I never thought you'd make it this far. Hand over the soul contracts now, if you will. No? Then we'll have to settle this the hard way. After the loading screen that literally takes longer than the cutscene does, I edited it out by the way, we reach the final fight. The precipice of our journey, the zenith even. Dashing midair during this goat attack allows you to get a couple of frames of just air time, which is very nice. And most of his other flame and orb attacks, magic, are pretty nice. Somehow I dashed through a blue fireball, but that's whatever. Speaking of which color is Roundabout? Just tell in the comments. Is it green or blue? I think it's green. That's a very weird topic. Anyway, final boss discussion. I think his first phase is relatively easy. Some of his attacks are annoying, but most of them, it's just learning. You just have to learn the time and learn when to parry. Our first attempt here is going pretty well. And we have his pink orbs, which we get another free parry, not that we don't really need, just because we, can't really do anything with it. The X attack is really nice. Somehow we already progressed to his next phase, which is very nice. Pointing down at our imminent doom, we hop down into the death pit. Here we are, the big bad boss of the run. The giant devil. Spread is good here because it's just a fat hitbox. I wasn't paying attention to get hit by this lone poker chip, which is super bad, because this is the final fight. If we die here, and we lose everything, we will have come so far, but for nothing. Parrying his bombs so they don't explode, because believe me, if they explode, that hitbox is huge. I dodge all his throwing axes, and hit him some more. I get a new strategy and use my super art in the middle of all his eyes so all 8 of the shots hit. Or at least all 8 hit some of the time. Which does a tremendous amount of damage to the boss. I mean, I think it does. I'm not really sure because I can't really check the damage. But it progresses the phase super quickly. My guy's thinking too hard and bats are flying out of his head. And now we're on to the final phase. Not the hardest, but the scariest by far. Dodging his poker chips, hitting him with a few more supers. That's it. Game over. We did it. This has been a journey. With that, Mugman had triumphed over the devil. Of course, he wasn't finished though. Rewriting the majority of the soul contracts, he wrote that the new people had to bow down to him, and also that all the viewers had to like and subscribe. Jumping for joy and running home. Oh boy, I can't wait to become the new Inkwell overlords, a Mugman yells as Cuphead says, oh yeah, I'm here too. Mugman announces the news with Cuphead standing off to the left. And with that, Mugman declared he the new ruler. He smiled for the camera and looked over all of his new endearing subjects. that he will rule over forever. And with that, Cuphead and Mugman and all the rest of the bosses lived under Mugman's rule. The end. Bam, bam, bam. Subscribe. This was a really fun video to make. Well, a really fun series to make, actually. Thank you for all the support on all of the videos. Love you. Bye. Wait, was Phantom Express the hardest boss of the video? And how did we die more times to the two frogs than we did to the literal devil? What the heck?